Hey, what's up you guys? It's Eddie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and what a video to start on if you are new to this channel. And it's honestly probably the perfect one to start out because this video is actually a redraw of the first thing that I ever posted to YouTube. It's getting very close to my channel anniversary. I don't remember exactly what date it is. I just know it's sometime in April, which is ironic because my birthday is also in April. But anyways, it's getting close to my channel anniversary, and I thought it would be fun to do another redraw of this piece. Like I said, it's the first thing I ever posted. It was literally just a speed paint test. I'm not even kidding. It was just a matter of seeing if I could record a video, if I knew how to edit, if I could put music, if when I uploaded it, I understood how to do it, like so I could see the process, and then also just to see if anybody would watch it. And even though not a lot of people did, I think like to this day the video still hasn't had more than 300-ish views. It was still enough that I was like, oh my god, people besides me and my immediate family care about my art in a way. People think it's interesting, people want to watch it, people want to see it. Very slay. I'm gonna keep posting it. And I have, and I am. I've been on YouTube for a few years now. And while I'm still a relatively small channel, I do still really love posting on here. I love making art, I love making videos, I love doing everything everything involved. I don't really love editing right now. Editing's kind of I'm on a bit of a with because of some stuff with like my editing program and stuff. So I'm learning a new one, and there's some stuff I want to be able to do more. I want to be able to enjoy it and put more effort into it here soon. But for now, I mean, it's served me well just posting a speed paint and yapping with music in the background. I might as well. Let's go for it. You know what I mean? I might as well just keep doing the formula that's working. Anyways, so this illustration, the original that you guys are seeing me use as a reference off to the corner, I love this piece. Obviously, it's very old, and my art has changed a lot, has improved a lot, both anatomy and style-wise, just literally everything about it. But I still love the energy and the vibe that it gives off. She's very glossy, she's very soft, she's very like chill. So I've always been kind of like drawn back to this illustration in particular, and for a few years now I have tried to redraw it. I don't draw it every year, although I feel like I should. I probably will start that from here on out. I have a couple of yearly redraws that I do, like the one that I do every December, the little reindeer girl that I do, and then there's the I redraw the first thing I ever made in Procreate because I think it is literally the perfect gauge to see where's my art at, how am I improving. It's a very simple illustration, and I'm using the same app, so it's like I'm constantly improving, constantly learning new things, while I am, working with this program. So I love doing that one. I forget every now and then, but I think I've managed to do it most years since I started out using Procreate. That being said, this is only the third time that I've redrawn it, which is insane because it is like 6-ish, possibly even 7 years old, which is wild that I've only managed to draw it for half of that amount of time. But yeah, let's talk about some of the previous versions of this piece. So you guys will see me reference the original several times throughout this piece, so I'm not really going to touch on that. I'm also not going to touch on that because I don't have commentary for that one. The other videos, obviously the one you're watching now and the other previous two redraws, do have commentary, so I can direct you to those videos and you guys can see kind of like my thought process on why I was making the pieces the way that I did, what choices that I made throughout it. I don't really have that for the original, so there's not really too much that I can say about it other than that what I already said. I liked this piece. So moving on to the next iteration of it, I will pop that somewhere on screen, I'm sure. So this illustration I tried to go crazy with, right? Because I used to draw just floating heads and shoulders because I loved portraiture. All I cared about was pretty girl drawing, and everything else was just kind of an afterthought I didn't really care. I didn't care about accessories. I didn't care about clothes. I didn't care about the background. Once I drew the face, that was it. I'm done with the drawing. I don't care about anything else. All of my spoons of interest went into this part. Everything else is irrelevant to me. It does not matter. Um, and then in the years following, I was like, well, no, because I've improved. I know how to draw shirt now. I know how to draw background. I know how to draw a shoulder, a torso, even. I know how to do all that stuff. So why don't I do it? So I went a little ham crazy with the next version of it. I did a border, I drew lots of flowers, I gave her a body, and as much as I like the idea of this, I feel like it doesn't capture the same energy as the original. I think that is mostly because the vibe is different. The expression is kind of similar, but like adding all of the extra details and stuff, it kind of feels like it's like the same character but in a little bit of a different situation, if that makes sense. So it's like it's got the vibe but not the energy. And I want the energy because that is the thing that keeps me drawn to the original, I guess. Because every once in a while I'll see it, I'll be like, dang, I did that. Oh, that was cute for back then. That was really cute. I did that. I made that thing. So I kind of like want the same energy from that, but I'm not really getting it from this version. So then we go to the next year, which isn't actually the next year. I think it was maybe a gap in between, or maybe it was the year after. I don't know. I don't have the exact dates in front of me. I just know it's the next newest, oldest one. Okay. So for that version, I was like, okay, we need to harken back. We need to go back to the OG. We need to scale back some of the detail. Okay, we just need to do something simple. Head and shoulders, put some flowers in. So I went a little more detailed with the flowers because I still wanted to show that I could do detail. I hate that I did this to myself. Okay, I hate drawing flowers, and I can say that now. I used to be able to say I hate drawing flowers because I don't know how to draw them and I wasn't really ever drawing them, but I can say I hate them now. I can say I hate them now because guess what? Quick Patreon plug. I have been drawing them every single month. I've been drawing them every single month. Why? Because every month for the year of 2025, I have been drawing a different animal of the Chinese zodiac because there are 12 of them. There are 12 of them, and there are 12 months in the year, and I thought it was perfect. I thought it was like the exact thing I needed. It was like a theme that I could draw inspiration from, do research on, find interesting things about it that would make me be creative, right? And that is working. I'm drawing animals every month, and it's hard. So hard that I'm not drawing them consistently each time. What do I mean by consistently? I mean that I interpret the animal a different way every single month. Like January was a tattoo, February was a My Little Pony, and then March was just a goat, just a regular old goat, and she's freaking adorable. She's my favorite so far. Oh my god, I love her so much. I fear I'm not gonna be able to top her. She's so cute. I'm just so proud of it. If you want to go and check those out, again, since this is a plug, patreon.com/eddiescribs. The previous versions of the Patreon rewards are no longer available to ship, but if you join my Taro tier, they are available for download. So if you have like a silhouette and a printer at home, feel free to make your own printed sticker. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love them. I'm obsessed. Hence why I made them. So if that's something you want to check out, feel free to do that. But yeah, I have been drawing flowers every single month. I forgot to mention the flower part. Because I draw all the animals so differently, I wanted something that would tie all of the pieces together so they still looked as if they were part of a series and not necessarily just random separate illustrations. So a few things that I have done to keep them, of the same vibe is I have a square border, simple flat color gradient background, and then a flower somewhere. I've been doing the birth flower for every single sign, for every single month, I should say. Every sign has a lucky flower, but I've been doing the flower that correlates with the month because, so for example, I'm from the United States, and my birth flower is Daisy, because I was born in April. Remember, it's April. So my birth flower was a daisy, and I was like, I'm sure there is an equivalent for every single culture all over all over the globe. I'm sure everybody has a different flower for every month. So I looked it up, and yes, they do. So I've been following the Chinese bird flower for every single month. April's is a peony. So you will see me throughout like the end of this illustration do a very lazy peony, because I'm trying to hold all of my detailed peony drawing energy for the piece for the piece for this month. Oh, oh no, yeah. So, but yeah. In the last illustration, the one before this one and this one, not the one you're seeing me render, but the one that I just showed you, the redraws, I went really ham on the flowers, because the flowers that were in the original, I understand were scribbles. It was not intentional. It was because I didn't know how to draw flowers. So I was trying to prove to myself that I knew how to draw flowers. Are they cute? Yes. Do I hate that I did that to myself? Also, yes. They are hard to draw. They are hard to draw. Is the payoff worth it? Sometimes. Sometimes. That being said, I don't really like this iteration of the piece. Which is to say, I don't dislike the first redraw that I did. I don't dislike it. It's just, like I said, it's the same character, but a different vibe, right? Now, this one is kind of the opposite, because it feels like I'm trying to get the same vibe, but it's not the same vibe. It's hardly even the same character to me. It's just, like, there's just something that's not right about this version. She's got too much sass, her hair's too wavy, her attitude is all wrong. It's just like it's like someone, like maybe it's like her little sister. Maybe it's her little sister. She's a little bit of a brat. She's got a little bit of a spunk to her. It's not the same character. It's not the same vibe, and it is definitely not the same energy. So we move on to the newest version, and oh my god, I love it. I love it. I feel like this is the same character. I finally feel like this is that same character. This is that same vibe. This is that same energy. I had so much fun sketching this illustration, actually, which is to say, again, I don't like sketching on camera. I did it this week, not for you guys. Sorry. I did this on TikTok. I have been doing a lot of like little behind the scenes stuff every once in a while on TikTok. Sometimes I will just do warm-ups like Clans, because that wasn't supposed to be the video last week. But like sometimes I'll work on like Patreon stuff, or little sneak peeks for like YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I thought it would be fun to kind of like brain blast on TikTok and do like, you know, kind of like explain my thought process as I'm drawing, you know, have other people there to be like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. Here's this. It's like a co-working thing. Having other artists in my stream being like, maybe try this, or maybe do this, or like, oh, I see what you're doing. Keep doing that. Keep doing that thing. And I think that was really helpful. There were a lot of decisions that I think I wouldn't have had the thought to make had somebody else not brought them to my attention. So I really liked doing that. I rendered off screen, obviously, or off stream. I did that exclusively for you guys, but like the sketching portion was really fun to do. Not that the rendering wasn't fun. It was just like, whoa, like I'm enjoying sketching right now, and even though I'm filming it, oh, that's very interesting. That's very fun. So yeah, I love this piece. I love this piece. I feel like it's like I said, it's the same vibe. It's the same energy. I was trying really, really hard to make sure that I specifically focused on the expression, because I think that's where it was getting lost in previous years. That sort of, it's a very subtle, and again, I don't even know if this was intentional. Okay, I don't know if this was intentional. It could very much be that I genuinely didn't see how much higher one eyebrow was than the other. This was coming from a very new artist. Okay, well, I wouldn't say very new, because I've been drawing for a really long time, which is crazy. But I was still like generally like not that experienced when I made this piece. So when I was working on it, it is genuinely possible that I might not have noticed how drastically different the eyebrows are, or it could have been that I was trying to capture a subtle sass, because like I said, I don't have, oh, actually, this might have been in a previous iteration of this voiceover that I've filmed many times. I've been really struggling with voiceovers lately, guys. I don't have the voiceover for this original Speedpaint because there was none. I did not make one. It was just a test. So I don't have like the knowledge of what I was thinking when I was working on this piece. I don't know what the vibe that I was trying to capture was, if I was trying to capture a vibe at all or anything like that. I don't have any thoughts about how I felt as I was working on this piece and what I was trying to do. So I'm kind of just trying to have to sit here and guess. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, she's giving sass. She's giving a little bit of like a quizzical, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like a little question mark. She's side-eyeing you, but it's very like sweet. It's not like a side-eye like, what are you doing? It's more of like a like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I don't know. I just think she has a very sweet, soft, like quizzical expression, and I've been giving it too much attitude, or I've been just not capturing it somehow. And then also her features. I think in previous versions, so she does have like a very like pointy jaw, which I think is cute, but in the other two versions, I feel like it's very like, how do I describe this? It's not right. It's like a similar shape-ish, but it's still not quite like, and I know part of that is because I didn't know what I was drawing back then. Like I could tell that I didn't know how a jaw worked when I made this previous piece. But like in other versions it's like she's soft but like not in the right way, if that makes sense. It's like she's not soft in the right places in this previous version. She's even sharp, I would say, in some areas. So I'm like, that's not quite what I want. And then also the ears, I actually did round those out because I know you guys can see in the OD they're very pointy, and that's fine. I know a lot of people that draw like really like pointed elf ears. I think they're cute, but the way that I've been drawing them lately has been very soft and round because of Baldur's Gate. There was a particular drawing of Astarion or Astarion. I don't know. I don't actually play Baldur's Gate, fun fact. People want me to draw their beautiful, handsome vampire man all of the time. And so I oblige, I indulge, because I do love the character designs in Baldur's Gate. So anyway, the way that they do ears, there's it's like a rounded tip, and then like it curves like a bump, and then it curves in again for the lobe, and I think that is so cute. I think that's so cute. Is the pointy, like classic, like same, like width all the way around still pretty? Yes, it's very Zelda. That being said, I've been enjoying rendering them this way, so I softened that out a little bit. But then I tried to like soften other areas while also keeping like the same like pointy, like she's got like a long, like sleek jaw. Does that make sense? She's very like elegant looking. I don't know how to describe this. I don't have the words. I don't have the vocab. I should probably like study anatomy terms. That would probably be smart. As an artist, I should probably already know what those things are called, but I don't. So I will just say her jaw, like snatched, but like keep her cheeks pudgy. Yes? Do we understand? Are we on the same page? I should hope so. But yeah, I try to keep her features more similar while still like correcting some of the anatomy mistakes that I had, like her neck. I know we all see that. She's got like supermodel, super long neck. Insane. So I tried to make it more normal sized. Not that like if you have a super long neck that's abnormal, but like this is absolutely not like a human with a long neck. This is an actual anatomical error in an illustration. Because sometimes like I'll see people be like, oh, their eyes are too far apart, and it's like, yeah, but some people do have eyes that are far apart. So like there's a very fine line between, is this a person with an interesting feature, or is this a person who you don't know how to draw? you don't quite have a grasp on anatomy just yet. This neck is too long. This trachea is stretched. I don't know. But anyway, so I tried to shorten her neck a little bit. I tried to make it a little more anatomically correct. I almost said grammatically correct, which is wrong. So I tried to do that. I also tried to keep her hair straight, because that is something in both of the previous versions that I did not get down, because here's the thing, I love a wave. When I'm doing hair, oh my god, you could have the straightest hair in the world. Guess what? It's blowing in the wind now. You have wavy hair. It's not on purpose. I just don't know how to draw straight hair. It's very hard. I know that like from this illustration it looks very like it's very easy, very easy. I had to think every little second of me drawing the hair and remind myself this is straight hair. This is straight hair. We're not doing a dramatic wave. We're not doing curly. This is straight hair. Pull that line down. No curl, no wave, no S curve. No, straight down. Maybe you can give it a bit of an arc. Maybe show that there's some movement, but her hair is not curly. Looking at the original, her hair is not curly. Something that I do note in the original that I was talking a lot about on Patreon is that her hair looked like a solid mass in the original, which is not what I wanted. I want her hair to be straight. I want it to have movement, but there's a very fine line between hair with movement that is wavy, hair with movement that is straight, and hair that is straight with no movement and is solid. So it was very hard. It was hard for me to do the hair, but I feel like I did it. We've got a little bit of a subtle curl, like in the front. I feel like she's got like her wavy side pieces, but she has that in the original too. Like she has like a little bit of a bump on both the sides of her face, like kind of like little face framey pieces. So I threw those in there. I gave myself a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a curl, but then the rest of it I kept it straight, and I feel like I did a pretty solid job on that. I feel like I didn't like totally jank that up. If that makes sense. And I'm very happy with this piece. Oh, the flowers I should mention, because I was talking so much about them earlier. I made them blobby again. I was lazy. You will see, because I actually duplicated almost every single flower in this. I made 3 flowers, and then the rest are duplicates, or in the blue flowers case, a recolor. Because I was like, I've got things to do today besides just rendering this illustration. I have got to do so much, and I don't want to sit here and render flowers. I'm tired. And so I did little blobby ones. And you know what? That's fine, because that's how they were in the OG too. I finished the face and then I was done. I haven't grown at all. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I finished the face and I got tired, and so I threw some blobby flowers on there, but you know what? They still look better than the OG. They're still better than just an ambiguous shape. I actually can tell you what flowers some of these are. The middle, I don't know. That's just like sure, it's a daisy. Maybe. Not really. I don't have reference for that one. But the peony, it's a peony. The other one, it's a blossom. What kind? Who cares? They all look the same. We've established this in previous videos on this channel, because, in case you didn't guess, January through March, all 3 of those flowers were blossoms. And the only way you can tell them apart is by their color. If you desaturated all of them, which I did do in March's video, I believe. If you desaturated all of them, good luck. Who cares which one is which? You cannot tell. It's impossible. There's no way. There's no way you can tell which is which. I doubt it. There's no way. It's impossible for you to tell. I'm done drawing blossoms. I'm done drawing flowers. What have I done? I'm gonna have to do... You know what? Just for funsies, while I have you here, let's torture myself. Let's see. Chinese birth flower May. Pomegranate. What is a pomegranate? I don't think this is right, because these are different sources than what I have been looking at in previous months. But so far what I'm seeing is okay. Oh wait, no, this is correct. Okay, May. It's a pomegranate. It is a pomegranate. Blossom. It's a blossom again. You're kidding me. You're joking. I'm googling pomegranate blossom. Stop it. Okay, those actually look different. Is it true? Is it oh, thank God. Okay, it looks drastically different. It is still a blossom, but it looks so different. The other 3, they were all stone fruit blossoms of some sort, and they all looked the same. All of them look the same. All of them look the same. Probably because they're all a variant of the same fruit. But it was stressing me out. It was stressing me out because it was a plum, a peach, and an apricot, and they all looked the same. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this illustration, you guys. We got the new version. She's nice, she's shiny, she's giving the energy. Let me know if you agree with that assessment. I may be biased because this is my most recent illustration, and therefore I would be very proud of it, hopefully. So if you know, maybe I've got rose colored glasses. If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, also let me know, because I would like to hear it. I would like to hear that I did a good job. If you think I did a good job, please comment down below. Maybe leave me like a little emoji or something. I don't care what kind. Give me a heart or something down below so I know that you have watched this video so far to this length, which is very long. Thank you. It's been like almost half an hour. That's very chill of you. If you've been here for half an hour and you're not subscribed and you like the art and you want to see more of that stuff that isn't bad and is in fact good and is new and fresh and shiny, and you want to see more of that stuff, subscribe, please. Because I always forget to tell people. I'm trying to be more conscious of it. If you're still here and you're listening to me yap, clearly you like my art, or you just like listening to me talk. I don't care. I don't care which one. Maybe it's both. I don't care. Subscribe, please. That would be very nice of you. And if you listen to me yap about Patreon a few times throughout this video and you're curious about it, again, that's patreon.com/eddiescribs. Huge shout out to my current patrons who are very amazing to me. Oh my god, thank you for allowing me to even make videos like this, and even make videos where I get to complain about having to draw flowers for you guys, because you guys make it worth it. You guys always talk about how much you like my pieces and how much you like the print and how excited you are for them, so keep telling me that stuff because that makes me happy. Anyways, that is it for this video, you guys. I love you so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one, which is the Patreon video. I just checked the calendar. I promise I didn't mean to plug Patreon so much. I thought it was something else, but it is in fact the Patreon video. So if you want to see what April's print and sticker are gonna look like, tune in next week. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.